1424 once again with NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. And in this episode of our erection lasting longer than 4 hours, we are going to be completing race 28 of 31, which is going to take place at Rockingham, otherwise known as North Carolina Speedway. In the last episode, we raced at Talladega and got ourselves a 6th place finish, our best finish on a super speedway, and I don't know if that could have happened without the caution that happened just before pit stops. Regardless, after all those pit stops, the field kind of split apart, and we tried to make our way up front, but yeah, it broke apart to the point where we couldn't catch the top 5, and I felt like it was possible. I was really trying to work with the guys that were around me, and it just didn't happen. So now we are tied for the points lead once again with Jeff Gordon with 4 races to go, and I don't think Ricky Rudd or Rusty Wallace, for that matter, are going to be able to catch us. It would be a frickin' miracle if either of them could. Now, Sterling Marlin is in 5th, Kevin Harvick 6th, Ryan Newman 7th, Dale Jarrett 8th, Kyle Busch 9th, Kurt Busch, JC, you are so fucking retarded, man. Matt Kenseth 10th, and then you've got the rest of the point standings. Oh my god, Kyle Busch, JC, you're just a little early on this shit. I think Kyle Busch was like graduating high school when this game came out. So, John Wood is in last place, just 5 points behind D. Whiteman. I guess Dave Whiteman, I don't know what his name is. And I'm pretty sure Whiteman got a DNF at either Charlotte or Talladega last week, so hopefully we don't get any of that nonsense anymore, and John Wood can just keep being in last place for the next 4 races. If I don't win this championship somehow, then it would be good enough for me if John Wood got last place. Also, a while ago, before I started recording this video, I was getting my face cam recordings from the 3 previous gaming videos that I uploaded, and while I was waiting for that, I looked at the schedule and noticed something with the dates. It says that Martinsville took place on October 20th, after that we went to Charlotte, that happened October 13th, and then Talladega October 6th. It's like going in reverse, and after that we have the races in November, and the final race of the season is back in October again. And that happens once again whenever you go like the previous page, how you go to New Hampshire, the next race is Watkins Glen in August, and then it goes back to July again for Michigan. Oh, this is so confusing and dumb, and I think that's the only situations where it does that. It doesn't do that with any other races in the season. But I just looked at that, and my mind was broken. My fastest last time we came to Rockingham was a 23.98. We're going to go into qualifying and see what kind of lap times they're going to set. And we're going to be using the default setup, of course. I don't know about advanced setup. I think the car was hard enough to drive as it was last time we came here. It's just on tire wear. I freaking died and blew a tire on the last lap and everything. Hopefully we can get a top 5 this time if I can, I guess, pit right in the middle of the race instead of a little too early or something like I did last time. Right now, John Wood is one of the worst qualifiers after 27 people have qualified. And yet again, we're the 28th driver to qualify because of Ricky Rudd qualification system. It's looking like these lap times are going to be a bit difficult to get to. Considering my best lap time was a 23.98, it's possible that going out there right off the bat, I might not be able to get close to that, and we could find ourselves starting like 3rd or 4th. But we're about to find out. Fast off of turn 4, here we come, trying to not crash in the outside wall on the front stretch. Let's just get off the throttle now. Don't go driving onto the apron though. Oop, bit tight in 1-2. Okay, but we're going to keep it off the wall. So this track drives extremely different from the version that you get in NASCAR Thunder 2004, which is one that I know so well after all these years. Because man, I played NASCAR Thunder 2004 the hell out of it ever since I got it for Christmas in like 2003. Okay, we got a 24.03, and that is the pole lap time. So, I mean, unless one of the guys that have qualified yet somehow gets in front of me, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. We're going to be starting on pole again. I think we got the pole last time we came here as well. Apparently not. I can't scroll down and see the rest of the qualifying. Okay, so that's all of that. Yep, we're going to be starting on pole.
Under beautiful Carolina blue skies, welcome to the North Carolina Speedway, also known as The Rock. This 1-mile oval's been thrilling fans for over 30 years. With 22 degrees of banking and a tough-on-tires surface, you get fierce competition that gives The Rock its name.
This track does abuse tires, and when it comes to AI, that's where they start catching me. So it doesn't matter if I pull away and get a huge lead, they'll catch back up to me, and whether it's the end of the first run or the last run coming to the checkered flag, it's not going to be easy to win this race if I think I'm capable of doing so. But obviously Jeff Gordon will be starting right there behind me, so I think it's possible he could finish in front of me again. I know he won this race last time, didn't he? I think he did, because he was the guy battling for the lead with me. It said pit road speed is 45. That shouldn't be too hard to handle considering a track it's this size. It's not like Dover or anything. 35 miles per hour is just a hell of a trying to get down there. But green flag's out for 28 laps. I think the last race I did here was 28 laps, to be honest. It's just a one pit stop race. Unless it's actually a longer race than the last one that came here, but I wouldn't think for it to be like that. Bit of a tight entry into turn 3. Car's not getting down off the corner, but Rusty Wallace hasn't gotten underneath me just yet. We're going to dive it into turn 1 and try to pull away from this point on. I think we can. I want to use these tires to get a big lead and then try keeping it. It's just tight to the corners. I've got to go a little bit slower than I already am. I have expectations too high for this freaking race car. Come on, there you go. Get down off the corner. Let's see what I can do.
Take my hand, plug in, unwind. Come on, we're going for a ride. Download and hack it to your mind. Don't be scared to be afraid. Welcome to your new galaxy. No one can touch you, we're inside. Revitalize, Cyberprise. I'm mesmerized.
I've been really pulling away from Ricky Rudd and Jeff Gordon battling for second behind me. Now we're coming up on lap traffic finally, and we're a couple laps away from the halfway point. These tires are starting to get really bad. According to the crew chief, he's telling me to watch them and crap. I can't watch them because they're outside the car and I'm in the car. I'm a driver. I can feel them getting worn, obviously. Kind of forced to pass all these freaking lap cars on the outside, but it's not going to happen because my car's too tight. Sterling Marlin's going to take the lead, and I might be taking my pit stop next time by right about the halfway point. Yeah, you can see the car struggling to turn in third gear. This is just awful. Well, there you go, blown tire. Couldn't make it to the halfway point on these tires, so gonna take it down pit road next time by. If the car can get there, losing tons of ground. Should have a better chance to make it to the end of the race now that I've blown a freaking tire, not being able to make the halfway point, but I have no freaking clue. We're just crashing into Tony Stewart because my car can't turn no matter how slow I drive. 45 miles an hour, and that should be it. It's like either you blow a tire before the halfway point or on the freaking last lap of the race. So we'll get 2 cans of fuel, 4 tires, not repairing damage because I somehow did not obtain that much damage with a blown tire. But yeah, the tire wear thing, the 6 times wear, it don't work in this race length at this track. You can only make it 13 laps apparently. So I don't know if I did the right thing or the wrong thing, but I suppose we're going to be racing like 13 and a half laps on these new tires, considering that we're already way past the finish line. And last time he blew a tire with a little less than half lap to go, or a little more than half lap to go. So I don't know. I just don't want to blow a tire again. We lost a bunch of positions because of that blown tire, and well, the tire is already being worn and all, and you know, the player, their tires wear much worse than all the AI. So let's just hope that we don't get a caution, trap me a lap down, and also hope that I can get past all these freaking slow other drivers because they're on more tires, haven't pitted yet, as you saw with Steve Park right there in the one car. I want to do a Let's Play with Steve Park in one of his Prince-Oil cars. Maybe NASCAR Thunder 2002, or maybe NASCAR 2001. I have no clue. I think I'd much rather do a Let's Play with him in this game in specific whenever I come back to it again if I don't win this championship. Stupid fucking people driving this slow around here. Don't bring out caution, please. Just damaging my race car. Yeah, that's no caution. No caution, please. Okay, U-turn car. Okay, maybe I should have been in advanced setup because evidently this car can handle tire wear, and I don't know if advanced setup would solve that problem. It probably caused me to wear out tires faster. Got some guy driving up against the outside wall in turn 4. Yeah, I was just talking about my whole ideas of doing a Let's Play with Steve Park because he was like my favorite driver whenever I was 4. I don't even know why. Maybe I just liked his paint scheme. And plus, he had a cool name. So we just passed Jeff Gordon. which means we are out in front of him, and that's, I suppose, all that matters. The thing is, I want to get as far away from as possible, so that I can not lose my points lead, but I can't speak the English language. I don't know. Okay, you hold the outside line when my car is too tight to get to the bottom. Stupid freaking... That's John Wood. You should dump your shit because we are indeed on the lead lap now. We're in 5th, so we didn't lose that much ground because of a blown tire. I'll tell you, man, this game's fucking weird. So, I don't know about getting back to the lead. This is a really harsh racetrack. You can start on pole, be the fastest driver on fresh tires, but on worn tires, you ain't shit. So there's Sterling Marlin. He's probably going to come out to be the leader after all this, just considering he was the guy that took the lead from me. Maybe, maybe not, because I'm still in 3rd place, and I haven't seen 2nd place. He just said the leader's going down the road, so... How can they make it to lap 20? I can't even make it to lap 14. Halfway point. Why am I trying to pass these guys on the outside? I don't know. Fuck you, everybody. Fuck you all. Why is Steve Park still on the track? Or did he just take a pit stop and he's placed differently now? I don't know. So now I'm trying to chase down Sterling Marlin. There's no way we can possibly win this race because of how this car handles tire wear, to be honest. And I'm barely hitting the apron trying to get underneath Steve Park over there. Kind of upset my entry. Sterling Marlin, I ain't done with you yet. I want to see if I can lead some more laps. I think again, I did not have the lead at the halfway point, so I think I've only led like 13 laps, 12 laps, something like that. Which means I need to lead like at least 2 more laps to confirm leading most laps led. For all I know, Sterling Marlin can get it. And if I somehow get passed back by Jeff Gordon because of the worn tires, I want to have led the most laps just to gain a little more points than just 5 for having led a lap. And I know Jeff Gordon did it. At least I don't think he ever did. This car is already getting really tight because we've apparently driven how many laps on it? Like 8 laps? 9 laps on these tires already? Jeez. One of my favorite tracks of all time. They don't go to it anymore. I wish they would, but man, I like how tough it is in this game. Sterling Marlin's getting held up by lap traffic. It's looking like Mike Wallace. Keep wanting to call Mike Wallace Joe Nemechek. It's just awful. I mean, maybe it is. It kind of looks like him with the white car. Ooh, down to 3rd gear. Got a good grip off the corner. That is indeed Mike Wallace. But Sterling Marlin is getting away. 4 laps to go. Get out of the way. Don't try hugging the bottom. You're a lap down. It's my job. It's a weird thing where you just keep shifting in 3rd gear over and over again. It does that at so many freaking tracks that it shouldn't. At some tracks it just doesn't shift at all. Actually, most of the tracks it doesn't shift at all. You know, you get your road courses, Watkins Glen, and Sonoma, it's supposed to there, but even at those tracks it does it in the oddest of places. Man, I can feel this tire wear. I'm trying to catch Sterling Marlin, or just use these tires while I have them. And to be honest, in my first run of the race, well, the first half of the race, whatever I'm trying to say, I was actually, you know, putting a little less steering input in, but still finishing the corners just fine. So I was trying to keep him from wearing down too fast, but that evidently did not help because in the end, we just found ourselves blowing a tire anyway. Yeah, we're about to blow another tire again. It's going to be on the last lap of the race. Man, I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. Okay, just get the car to turn. I swear, we're going to blow a tire in the exact same freaking place. But I'm ready. We already did it once. We can do it again. Why did I blow a tire this time in the first run? But last time we came here, it was only in the 2nd run. I swear, we're going to blow a tire going into turn 3 in a bit. We're in 2nd place. Got everybody coming up behind us. Freaking lap cars crashing into Sterling Marlin.
Watch those tires.
You gonna blow a tire? Blow me a tire. I want to see that tire get blown. Blow that tire. Blow it hard. No, Jeff Gordon. No, that's not allowed. We finished in front of Jeff Gordon. We didn't blow a tire. I'm honestly surprised. I could really feel it coming. We would not have been able to make another lap without blowing that tire, but at least it happened in the first run. At least I was prepared for it. I didn't go bashing people in the outside wall with my blown tire and everything. We didn't really damage the car that much in this race. No repairs made. This looks almost good as new. Just a little damage to the front end because I crashed into some lap car, but we got 2nd place. Jeff Gordon finished right behind us, so I mean, we did leave 12 laps, which is most laps led according to the thing at the bottom of the screen. So that means we should have ourselves about 10-point lead over Jeff Gordon now. Maybe 15 points. I'm not sure how it's going to all math itself out. Surprisingly, we actually tied for most laps led with Sterling Marlin, so he also led 12 laps. Rusty Wallace led some laps in there. Jeff Gordon did indeed not lead any laps in this race. It says 180, and then it says 165 for him, so that's 15 points plus 10. So, damn, we actually have like a 25-point lead now with 2 races to go. And I've never raced at Phoenix in this game. That's the only track that I have not raced at yet since I got this game. So, it's quite possible that very bad things could happen and Jeff Gordon could get the best of Phoenix and I can get just the worst of it with no experience there. Hermie Sadler finished a lap down and led a lap in there. And how much of the field finished a lap down? Apparently, a little less than half the field. Matt Kenseth got a DNF. That sucks to see. He's one of my teammates. John Borland, Mike Mack, Todd Laguerre. I think they just finished multiple laps down. I don't know about DNFs for them. Never mind. It's not a 25-point lead. It's just a 15-point lead. I guess the bonus points were included in my final score and the results. I don't know. Why can't they just make it so simple, you know? Just put 180 total, but they got the little asterisks and things, and I don't know. I'm just being all picky now, but Ricky Rudd is 203 points behind me. I guess it means Rusty Wallace would be 233 points behind me. So yeah, they're out of it for the championship. I really don't think they could possibly get back up here again. Sterling Marlin is in 5th after getting his 5th win of the season. He still hasn't topped Rusty Wallace yet. I think Rusty Wallace is going to wind up having the most wins this season unless I can get 2 more in the next 3 races or Sterling Marlin can win just 1 or 2 more races. Kevin Harvick 6th, Ryan Newman 7th. Dale Jarrett is still in 8th. Tony Stewart's made into the top 10. I guess he gained like 3 positions in 1 race. That is just freaking fantastic. Please stay in here. We got Tony Stewart, Dale Jarrett, Jeff Gordon, Rusty Wallace, Sterling Marlin, a bunch of great drivers up here, as opposed to what you get with NASCAR 08 or NASCAR 09, a bunch of freaking lunatics in the top 10 instead. So, Casey Atwood's fallen into 17th. That's just wonderful. Dale Earnhardt Jr. still in 19th. Is John Wood? Yes, John Wood is still in last place. 11 points behind Henson, Mike Henson. I guess that's what his name is. I remember passing by the 211 car. That's Enoch. I was thinking it was John Wood, but I'm getting the 21s and the 121 all confusing, whatever. So, 3 races to go. Phoenix, Homestead. Homestead's going to be on Wednesday, and then we've got Atlanta beginning of next week. So, Phoenix, kind of scared about that. I keep forgetting that there's 3 races to go, not 2, but it's just because of the page right here. See you guys tomorrow. That's that, and episode over.